My infj friend, come closer for a moment. Not physically, but in here, in this quiet space between your ribcage and your soul. Because what I'm about to tell you is something the world rarely says out loud. Hell, most people don't even realize it. But you will, because you've always felt truths before they're spoken. The infj, the advocate, is the rarest personality in the world. Silent, deep, and rare, you walk through life with a quietness that fools people into thinking they've figured you out. They have no idea. On the surface, you look calm, peaceful, observant, but beneath that stillness, your mind is a cathedral of intuition, visions, and emotional sonar. You don't think your way through life, you sense it, you feel it, you absorb it. While everyone else stumbles through the world reacting to noise, you operate from the inside out, guided by meaning, patterns, truth, and an inner purpose that damn near pulls you by the spine. This video, this journey, is a tribute to your world, your contradictions, your hidden strengths, your wounds that you never show but quietly alchemize into wisdom that others somehow end up thanking you for. Because if you've ever felt like you're too deep for this shallow-ass world, you want connection but fear being fully known. You love with the kind of devotion that could resurrect the dead you sense lies, wounds, and energies before people even speak you, break quietly, heal silently, and rise without spectacle, then this is your story. The one you've lived 1,000 times in secret. And I hope, truly, that as you listen, you feel a little less like an alien wandering a world that doesn't speak your emotional language, and a little more like the powerful, intuitive advocate you were born to be. Before we begin, one thing. I would love to hear your thoughts, your stories, your damn, that's me moments. Leave a comment. I read them, everyone. And if this speaks to you, subscribe so we can keep walking this strange, beautiful path together. Now, let's enter the labyrinth. A journey into the labyrinth of echoes, visions, and endless thought. Inside the infj mind is a landscape that no map can capture, not because it's chaotic, but because it's layered. Like a library built inside a cathedral built inside a dream. Thoughts don't move in straight lines for you, they spiral. They connect, they echo, one memory triggers another. One feeling reveals a pattern. One observation unlocks a truth that others won't realize for another 5 years, if ever. You notice subtleties most people's brains are too loud to hear, the hesitation in someone's voice, the sadness hiding in a laugh, the shift in energy when someone is lying, the unspoken pain someone tries to swallow. Your mind doesn't just think. It absorbs, processes, predicts, translates emotional energy into meaning. That's your gift. And sometimes your curse. Because infjs don't get a thought. They get a whole damn storyline, complete with consequences, patterns, and emotional outcomes. What others call overthinking is your intuition weaving truth before reality catches up. And yes, it gets overwhelming. Your mind runs deep even when you wish it wouldn't. The labyrinth never sleeps. It doesn't even rest. But here's what you need to hear. Nothing about your depth is wrong. You're not too much. You're not too sensitive. You're not overthinking. You're processing life at the level of truth instead of distraction. And that's rare. Damn rare. Most people see the surface. You see the underwater universe beneath it. Tell me, my infj friend, how many times have you known the ending before the story even began? How many times have you sensed someone's intentions before they said a word? How many times have you felt the truth before anyone else even realized there was something to uncover? What is one moment where your intuition revealed something long before anyone else realized it? 2. They sense everything, the pain behind a smile, the truth behind a lie. infjs don't just see people. You scan them unconsciously, effortlessly, like your mind is always tuned to the emotional frequency beneath the facade. A smile means nothing if the eyes don't match. Words mean nothing if the tone doesn't align. Kindness means nothing if the energy feels off. You don't just hear what people say, you hear what they're trying desperately not to say. This is why people confess their secrets to you without understanding why. Why strangers spill their pain in your presence. Why broken people are drawn to you like you're some kind of emotional lighthouse. And while it's beautiful, let's be honest, it's heavy as hell. Because sensing everything means you carry more than your share. Others feel stress. You feel the story behind the stress. Others see a sad person. You feel the childhood wound that sadness grew from. Others sense tension. You see the unspoken truth that created it, and the craziest part? Most people have no idea you're doing any of this. You're so calm on the outside that people assume you're unaffected. But on the inside, you're processing emotional data at a level that would break most minds. That's why silence is sacred to you. It's not isolation, it's detox. A washing of the emotional residue you unconsciously absorb from everyone and everything. My infj friend, this ability, this emotional depth perception is not a weakness, it's your superpower. But even superpowers need rest. Boundaries, solitude, God, especially solitude. People think you're quiet because you're shy. Bullshit. You're quiet because you're sensing, absorbing, decoding, and understanding everything at once. Silence is your sanctuary. What is one moment where you sense something others completely missed? 3. Exploring the spiritual love and lasting heartbreak of the infj. INFJs don't love, they merge. When you give your heart, you don't hand over a piece. You offer the whole sacred damn cathedral. Your love is not casual, not replaceable, not shallow. It's spiritual, devotional, transformative, and because of that, you break differently too. For other types, heartbreak is pain. For INFJs, heartbreak is rebirth. It cracks you open, forces you to confront your shadows, and pulls you inward like a spiritual gravity. You don't simply move on, you autopsy the relationship. You study what was real, what was illusion, what was projection, what was destiny, and what was lesson. Your grief becomes your teacher, your pain becomes your compass, and your healing, the quiet, private, lonely kind, becomes the birthplace of the person you become next. But there is another layer to this. Your inner critic becomes loudest when your heart is wounded. That voice, that whisper that says you weren't enough, you should have known better. You loved too deeply, you stayed too long, you gave too much. Is a voice every INFJ knows too damn well. Because healing for INFJs is not just emotional, it's internal warfare. It's confronting the inner narratives that wound deeper than any breakup ever could. That's why I'm mentioning this gently, soulfully, and with respect for your journey. My book, Get Out of Your Head, is a guide INFJs can lean on when their inner critic becomes the enemy. It teaches how to quiet that voice that says you're unworthy, how to rewrite the limiting beliefs that sabotage your healing, and how to reclaim your power through understanding, introspection, and small, sacred shifts in your daily life. It's available in paperback, Kindle, and audiobook. And if your INFJ heart is carrying grief, doubt, or self-blame, this book will help you soften that inner battlefield. The link is in the description below. Get your copy now. Your heartbreak does not diminish your depth. It reveals it. What is one truth about love that your heartbreak taught you? Tell me in the comments.